Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Today we're going to do a deep dive into lavender, the queen of essential oils, the oil that you can use for probably the most variety of things, and it's so helpful. But first I want to talk about Fume. Fume is a company I've worked with for years, and I am so proud and so honored, and I just love working with them because they are cool people, they have a cool product, and they're all about helping you create positive habits. So I'm just going to share it quickly with you. You guys, if you follow me and watch my videos a lot, you know what this is. This is a natural wooden inhaler that is just so easy to take your essential oils on the go and to use them whenever you need them. They have cores which go in the middle. These are saturated in essential oils. You can also do, they have blank ones, empty cores, so that you can put your own essential oils. But anyways, these are the packs. My favorite is Reassurance. It is an older core. They've come out with a lot since this one, but I just love it because when you're having one of those days where you're just all over the place, your mind is on the wrong things, right? So like this and that, worldly things all over, crazy, chaotic, anxiety-ridden world that we're in. This just kind of brings you back, grounds you. It just really helps me in my anxiety. I have done, I think, a whole video and a whole blog post on this as well, but those are the cores that I use the most and love. They have so many different ones, you guys, for so many different areas in your life that you might need support with. So go to their website because it's brand new, it's beautiful, and they have a new quiz, which is super exciting. I will put a little clip of me taking the quiz right here so that you guys can kind of see. But you answer a few questions and it gives you the core recommendations that they think that would benefit you the most, and then different articles, different things about the plants. Their website is so helpful. So for this video today on lavender, I actually referenced their website and just getting some tips about lavender because they have the history of it, what it's used for, some research that you can click on and link. It is just beyond helpful. I love the resource that they have become, and I just love seeing the brand grow. So you guys have to go check out Breathe Fume. It is breathefume.com, and I have a code that I'll leave in the link below that helps you save 10%, which is awesome. Who doesn't want to save money? And again, I talk about this all the time, but I just wanted to pop in and quickly reintroduce you to it if you aren't familiar yet, because if you're an essential oil user, you have to get your hands on a Fume. Okay, so let's talk about lavender. I think lavender and peppermint were the two essential oils that I had, I don't know, maybe from Walgreens, way before I started with Young Living and really got into essential oils. But my point is, I think everyone knows lavender. It is probably the most popular oil. Besides frankincense. I call those the king and queen of essential oils, but it's just, there are so many ways to use lavender. If you're using this White Vitality one from Young Living, you can use it internally, but topically, diffusing in your Fume. A lot of the Fume blends have lavender in it because it is just incredible. So I have broken down the different categories in ways that lavender can be used and helped, and just kind of the ways that we like to use it too. So I have my notes, because there is so much. I didn't want to miss anything. So the first category is for hair and skin support. So lavender is very soothing and it helps in beauty, like just hair, skin, and nails, that type of thing. So you can add a couple of drops of lavender to your shampoo, conditioner, after hairspray, like your leave-in spray. You can add it to your moisturizers, your serums, all kinds of skincare. You can add it with Epsom salt into a bath. How relaxed, that sounds like amazing right now. I want to go do that right now. You can also use it as a spot treatment for minor bumps and irritations and breakouts and blemishes and things like that. The Young Living concealer, and I believe lavender and tea tree are in that concealer just because it's an extra skin support additive to my concealer makeup, so that's awesome. It's also really good for skin support with burns. So sunburn, any kind of burn, you want to dilute it with a carrier oil, but it's very just supporting. Oh, there was a note in this. So when I do these single oil videos, I like to use my reference books. I like to use different websites and resources. So it just reminded me of a note in this book. This is the Old Life Science. They're coming out with a new one, which I am so excited about. I almost put my pre-order into it. Drop that. But anyways, this says that the French scientist René Gattefossé butchered that, was the first to discover lavender's ability to promote tissue regeneration and speed wound healing when he severely burned his arm in a laboratory explosion. So very good for burns and skin support. The next way that we can use lavender is for mood or emotional support. I think everyone knows lavender is good for sleep support, but it's also, this says, studies suggest that compounds in lavender may stimulate activity in certain areas of the brain and influence the transmission of impulses between brain cells in a way that boosts mood and produce a calming effect. So more than just sleep support, you guys, this is amazing. And that was from the Thieves website actually. So I'll link that in the description that you can read more. They just have this big plant database, which you can read on any plant that they have in there. And then the next, kind of just briefly mentioned it, but sleep support. So add it to your diffuser with some cedarwood or frankincense. It is amazing for calming and sleep support at night. We use lavender in almost every single one of our nighttime blends. We use it in the girls' rooms and in ours. And it's one that's also dog safe. I'm not sure that it is cat safe, but we diffuse it because Frankie, and I mentioned that because Frankie sleeps in our room at night too. But it is very minimal, 1 to 2 drops maybe. But anyways, this says, may help ease occasional nervous tension and improve sleep quality for occasional sleeplessness. Okay, next category is laundry. This is a big one. Laundry and cleaning are the 2 reasons that we switched over to natural living and clean living and non-toxic, all of the things, essential oils anyways. So for laundry, I use it in everything, and I make all of our products. I have a video on this. If you want it, I can send it to you. Just leave me a comment below. Anyways, you can add it to your laundry soap, your fabric softener, your DIY bleach, your laundry boost, your dryer balls, which, because I hope that you've already swapped out your dryer sheets for dryer balls. But anyways, all of the laundry, just for that, such a good scent. And I feel like a lot of laundry products that you can buy on the market and at Target and things are lavender scented. So it's just to give you that extra scent. And then cleaning, so you can also add it to your cleaning. We just use Thieves or Branch Basics mostly, but you can just add a few drops just for that lavender floral. Lavender just smells amazing. And I feel like you either love it or hate it, and 90% love it and 10% hate it. I feel like there are a few people who do not like lavender, but it's floral, it's grounding, it's uplifting, but it's calming. It is, seriously, that's why I'm talking about it. It's amazing. Okay, some other things I've found when doing some research is it's good for outdoor things like bug repellent, and then soothing bug bites when you get bit by those nasty bugs. But I have a couple more notes just from 2 different reference books that I have, and I might be forgetting one, but we're just going to go with it for now. Again, Life Science, this is the one I used earlier. Another note that I found super interesting was University of Miami researchers found that inhalation of lavender oil increased beta waves in the brain, suggesting heightened relaxation. The next book I have is Everyday Essentials Guidebook. This is your oil tools, and I'll link them below too. It's a really cool place because they have all kinds of essential oil references and stuff, but they have books and like kits, like if you want to do a party, like a make and take, they have all of the accessories and things you need for that. Anyways, this says lavender is considered one of the must-have on hand at all times oils. It helps reduce stress and anxiety. High levels of linolyl acetate help lower inflammation and reduce pain, which I didn't know that. This is why I do this, because I learn something every time I do one of these videos. So that would explain why it's really helpful in using it for headaches. And I read too, in a lot of the places I was reading about lavender, it's good for menstrual cramps, so that would explain that as well. Okay, anyways, so this says no need to dilute, apply neat. Now, go ahead if you are comfortable with that, but I always suggest diluting oils because diluting them just helps them carry, and really less is more. You don't have to use them undiluted to get the full benefits. So watch when you see that in different places, and just always dilute, even if it's just 1-to-1, 1 drop of carrier oil to 1 drop of essential oil. But anyways, the aromatic description here is powdery, floral, and light. Main constituents linolyl acetate and ocimine. I really need to learn how to pronounce those. And then medicinal uses, allergies. Oh, that is one of the #1 reasons that I use lavender. and this is why I do the videos. I think of things and I forget things. But anyways, the trio for for allergies is lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and I use that. Actually, Fume has a core for that too. It's called Lemon Berry Bliss. But if you just put those 3 in a roller with some carrot oil, roll it all over, it really helps with allergies. If you're using the White Vitality ones, you can also ingest them. But that is amazing. Thank you to this book for reminding me about that. Anxiety, bug bites, bleeding, blisters, burns, cramps, cuts, diaper rash, headache, insect repellent, itching, poison ivy, sleeplessness, sunburn, and teething pain. So teething pain I haven't used, but I did. So for the diaper rash, we used to, I think it was chamomile and lavender, maybe copaiba too. Maybe I'm getting that mixed up, but it's really good for soothing the diaper rash area too. If you want to DIY a diaper rash, you can just do coconut oil and lavender. Everyday uses, allergies and hay fever, what I just explained to you, lemon, lavender, and peppermint, sunburn relief, and then sleep, diffuse it. And then what I love about this book is it has oil substitution. So if you're out of a certain oil, you can go to this book to see what you can use instead. And this says rose, Roman chamomile, or petit grain, which I actually don't even know what that one is. So cool. I love doing this research and I love sharing with you guys. This series has been fun. Let me know if you have any questions on lavender, and most importantly, let me know what oil you want me to do this series on next. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of the links will be in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.